Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. My name is Taylor and this is Budget with Taylor. So hey guys, it seems like forever since I actually sat down and recorded because your girl has just been on the go. I ain't gonna hold y'all. Your girl has been swiping her debit card because I've been on the go. And I did not stay in budget. I did not stay in budget at all these last 2 weeks. And at that point, it was like, you know what? Start fresh, next paycheck. That was just my mindset. So before we begin this budget with me, like I told you guys in my last videos, there are going to be like some changes to my budget, my channel, my setup, all that stuff. I'm just doing it slowly but surely. Right now, I am in 21 days of prayer and fasting with my church. There's no secret. Not really like fasting food or anything, mainly just being intentional during this time and just spending time with God. So yeah, so like I will just come home, literally like sit in the office, clean up, and just listen to prayer and fasting. And then I'll have like group meetings, and then literally go to bed, and then it starts all over. So this time around, like I'm really trying to be intentional with cooking at home, and not eating out as much is one. And then two, to like really remind myself that Taylor, this is a budgeting channel, so like don't feel pressure into having to put out like pretty much like trying to keep up with the Joneses, because like everyone is doing like, oh, my 25 binder setups. Like it's okay if you don't post a video until February or March, or if you don't post it at all, because that's not the whole purpose of this channel. This channel is to show people personally, like you know, it's like to help people budget, to get on the right track, to get a better understanding of their finances, and being comfortable with having a conversation with money, because I don't understand why people are just so uncomfortable with talking about money. It's money. Like the Bible says, store up your riches in heaven, like not here on earth. I know the house, but I don't know the address. Meaning I know it's somewhere in the Bible, but don't ask me where it's at. I don't know the exact I don't know where it's at right directly in the Bible, but I know it's in there. So like just pretty much just being a good steward over my finances and not spending money on like silly stuff, because like y'all, as I'm cleaning up, I have so many saving challenges. I'm just like, girl, what were you thinking? Yes, when I purchased them, you know, like I was able to afford it or whatever. But at the same time, it was like, I think at that moment, it was like, one, I really wanted to support people. And then two, just, if I'm being honest, low key trying to like keep up with the trends. But looking back on it, it's like, yes, I could afford it at that time, but think about how much money you could have actually like saved if you didn't like buy like all those challenges and stuff like that. So that's like one. So as I'm cleaning up, like I'm literally just like giving away like challenges. I'm not going to give away challenges on YouTube. So I'm pretty much like the challenges that I'm giving away, like I'm just giving to friends and family, or being realistic, like you're not going to play this, and throwing it away. So yeah, so like I'm really just being intentional about like going through stuff, organizing, and my binder setups and everything else will come when it comes, because you know, a clean space is a healthy space, and you actually have time to like sit and relax and enjoy, like at least for me, like I can see myself like enjoying making content more like when I have a clean space. Don't get me wrong, like it's clean, but it's just like a lot of clutter, and I'm just like, okay, you need to declutter. Take this time, be intentional with, you know, like spending time with God, but then also like declutter. So that's what I'm doing, which is why like I'm not in a rush with anything again. And then of course life, I have a full-time job, and me like posting every week or every day, that might change, and it's okay. As long as I'm able to help like somebody like with one video, I'm okay with that. Like I really am like okay with that. So people will come, people will go, and it's not all about the money, it's not all about the views, because if you're doing it with like a pure heart or with good intentions, all that will come naturally. So yeah, don't force it, be yourself, and yeah, that's that on that. What else before we begin? I don't know if you guys have like seen the news or whatever. I don't know what Capital One got going on. Personally, I think they got hacked. But pretty much if you have Capital One, they aren't able to like release direct deposits or transfers or anything like that. I have 3 bank accounts, and I have like a portion of my money going into Capital One. Well, that portion of my money has not been released yet, and I normally get paid the day before actual, like I get early pay. So when I noticed yesterday, which was Thursday, that I didn't like get my direct deposit, I'm like, okay, like, well, maybe something's a little off. Like maybe they're just going to release it Thursday night. No, it never hit. And then I saw the email that they were having technical issues and that it will be resolved by Friday morning. Well, it's Friday night. And literally I called Capital One today and I was on hold for 2 hours. I never got anyone. And eventually, like after I talked to my coworker, and she was like, oh, she has Capital One too. No, like pretty much is it. And I was like, you know what? Let me hang up, because me being on the phone for 2 hours waiting to talk to someone, what can they do? You fussing and yelling, not saying that I was going to do that, but like cursing these people out, like what is that going to help? You're still not going to get your money. So just wait. And at that moment, I was very, very grateful, because I'm like, this is why I cash stuff, because you never know what's going to happen. Yes, it was my bank today, but it could easily be your bank tomorrow. Like the way like these scammers, these hackers are going, nobody wants to make an honest living. They rather just steal from hardworking people. Yes, it's annoying, but then also that is like why cash stuffing, I'm starting to see like is so important, or just having like a month ahead, because you just never know. And with, I don't want to say his name, but just know, hey, y'all got the next 4 years. Good luck to you. But you know, like with that, you know, transaction about to be switched, again, you just never know, because the stuff that I've been hearing about possibly not having power and water being shut off from Canada, I'm just like, you know what, hey, that's what they wanted. I ain't mad at you. But personally, I ain't worried about it, because I know that I am covered by the grace of God. So yeah, so that is why like cash stuffing is just so important, you guys. Having a month ahead, having an emergency fund, because you simply just never know. So I don't know if this is your sign to start cash stuffing, or if you're new and you want to start, then definitely, and my video may not, you know, help you. It might be a little all over the place, but at least like if I'm able to like encourage you in some way to start, then I would suggest starting. Okay, now I think that's enough chit chatting. Let's get into this cash stuffing. Okay, so we're gonna get into this cash stuffing. And again, this is my notebook. And y'all, I don't know where I got this notebook from. All I know is that I love the paper. The paper is thick. The quality is absolutely chef's kiss. Like, you see this? This is 1 page. This is 1 page. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. All right, so I have to see. So hopefully you guys can still see too. All right, so in today's video, we will be cash stuffing this is my first January paycheck. That's crazy. And the total amount we will be budgeting, I said cash stuffing. We will be budgeting today is $1,450.12. And I actually need to take out $10. I forgot to do that before even mentioning that, but I need to take out $10 because I have $10 going into my Navy Federal account every paycheck. Again, my Navy Federal account I don't use, so don't ask me how much money is in it. All right, so that is for Navy Fed. I literally just got the account because I was considering opening a business account. So that's why I got the account. So minus 10. So we're actually at $1,440.12. And then personally, I tithe. If you're new to my channel or if you're not familiar with tithing, I am a tither. And tithing is pretty much just giving back what belongs to God, which is 10% of your income, whether you tithe from your gross, your net, but as long as it's from the heart, I really don't think God cares. But hey, that's just me. The Bible says 10%, but all income, however, like when I get like gifts and birthday money, stuff like that, if I'm being honest, I don't tithe that because it's a gift. And it's like all work income or something like that. Again, I know it's in there. I know the house, but I don't know the address. So that's just that. So tithing, I tithe off my gross, which is 183. Yeah, so I just give that money back to God, meaning like I just give it to the church. So that's going to leave me with $1,257.12. Let's make sure, okay, we're still good. We're still recording. All right, so as you guys know, my bills buffer is going to get 450. And pretty much, you guys, again, if you're new, I have a bills account where I pay all of my bills out of one account. And I add $450 to that account per paycheck. I don't care if there's $10,000 in there, $5 is always going to get $450. That's just what works for me because you never know. And I actually got an unexpected medical bill. So guess how that medical bill is going to get paid? Bills buffer. All right, so $450. So now that leaves me with $807.12. So in my wallet, gas is not getting anything because I actually have a good bit in gas. And then actually here in South Carolina, it is supposed to snow. It's supposed to snow Tuesday and Wednesday. Monday I'm off. Hopefully Tuesday and Wednesday I can work remote, and then, you know, Thursday, Friday, and then work next week. If I don't go anywhere, probably like put $5, maybe $13 in for gas or something like that. But then that week I'll also get paid. But we're good now. We are good at gas. I'm at like right under 3/4 of a tank, so I'll probably top it off tomorrow, since I'm off Monday and I don't plan on going anywhere. So gas isn't getting anything. Spending is going to get $5, so minus 5. Spending didn't have anything when I last budgeted because I simply forgot. And then y'all, when I went to the vending machine at work, I used my card. Buy an expired candy bar came out because your girl wanted some chocolate and the thing expired in October. And I'm like, you know why it was expired, Taylor? Because you wasn't supposed to eat that candy. I did get my money back. That, I think it charged me like $2 and some change, which was outrageous. And I was like, oh yeah, give me my money back. So, that $2 is going into spending, and then I just added an additional 3. So eating out is going to get 35. So even though, like I mentioned earlier in my video, how I'm really trying to be intentional with cooking, I also want to be realistic with myself that, okay, this money is there, but that's like for if you're truly tired and don't feel like cooking. But that 35, Taylour, like, that's it. That's it. So I want to be realistic, but then also just be intentional with cooking at home. So coffee is going to get 10. So coffee normally gets 20. However, I've noticed that when I go to Starbucks, I don't know if it's the drink or maybe the sugar, but pretty much like sugar is really starting to like upset my stomach. So I don't know if that's what it is, but then also like I don't need to be going to Starbucks like twice a week. Like once a week is fine. So I'm going to go for $10, and truly once that $10 is out, Taylour, you need to drink some water. All right, so that is $10. That's going into coffee. Grocery is going to get 75. So we're definitely bumping that up. And I'm going to try to do that per paycheck. And eventually, I think I want to get to like $100 per paycheck when it comes to grocery. And then maybe eating out, maybe keep it at like 35. I don't know. Okay, so my meds. Oh, I forgot to call my insurance today. Oh my gosh. I'll do it. I guess I gotta wait till Tuesday. So meds is going to get $9. So minus 9. And then giving is going to get $5 as well. And then buffer is going to get 10. So it leaves me with $658.12. So let's go ahead and add that up really quickly. So 5 plus 35 plus 10 plus 75 plus 9 plus 15. Wait, did I do something wrong? 5. Oh, I think I was adding I think I was doing a subtract sign. 5 plus 35 plus 10 plus 25 plus 9 plus 15. $149 is what will be going into my wallet. All right, so next are my sinking funds. All right, so first up we have beauty. And beauty is going to get 10. And actually I have money in beauty, but it needs to come out. Alaja came over last weekend, and I just want to say the child is expensive. The child is expensive. After a while, I'm just like, who, auntie, like, who is this auntie? Who is this auntie? I'm about to change my name. It's either auntie or Tay. Tay. Listen, what do you want? So we got our nails done. Me and Alaja got our nails. Me, Alaja, and my mom. We went to get our nails done. So that is why $40 is coming out of beauty, y'all. This was $40, which is insane. So we got our nails done. Alaja had crab legs. Like, she had her own crab bag, and the child was going to town. She was in heaven. She had crumble. We saw Wicked. And it was so good. It was so good. Yeah, like, we had a really, really fun weekend, but the child is just active, and I'm like, when you going home? So $40 needs to come out of beauty. So beauty won't have anything, but it's going to get $10. And that actually works out because by the title of this video, if everything goes according to plan, I will be doing a mini temporary binder setup and then showing you guys some new challenges that I'm planning on playing. So excited about that. So beauty's going to get 10. My birthday is going to get 10 buckaroos as well. And then birthday for friends and family is going to get 5. Debt snowball is going to get 25. I definitely want to bump that up too. But for now, I'm gonna try to do $25 per Paycheck. So my debt snowball, like even though like I'm paying my bills, like credit card bill, like all that stuff like that, which is like another reason why like I'm in debt. This would be like additional payments that I make towards those bills. So that is what debt snowball is for. And then car maintenance is going to get $25 as well. I know I have to get my car serviced, and last time it was way more than I expected, so I definitely need to probably like start bumping that up. But for now, that is what is going to get. My emergency savings, which is my Capital One, but I can't get to it right now. That is going to get $29. So we're pretty much starting that over as well. And I'm not worried about it. It is what it is. So yeah, that's going to get $29. So this $29 is actually going to be transferred. It won't be actually like cash stuff, but I'll explain that once we get to the end. My primary savings is going to get $9.12. So $545. So pretty much with my emergency savings and my primary savings is getting like low amounts because it's pretty much just to like round it off, because I don't like when it's like $328 or $417. Like, let's just go ahead and make it like an even quarter number, like 25, 50, 75, or 100. So that's just me. Travel. My family and I are we're going to Canada in March, April, I think. So my mom got our plane ticket, so I'm pretty much paying her back. And then also like I do have some trips planned for this year. So right now is the Canada trip, so that's going to get $50. So minus 50. Alaja. Yeah, Alaja will be 10 this year. So I really want to take her to Disney World. But her birthday is not until October. So, I mean, I have enough time to actually like budget for it and stuff like that. Because I have like certain challenges that I want to play. Like Disney challenges, cats out the bag. But I just figured let me just go ahead and start. And we're going to start with $3 with her. So minus 3. My mom is going to get 10. My business is going to get 10 as well. And good thing I paid for my mailbox renewal. Because I have like with my Etsy and things like that, like money just goes again with my Capital One. So I just went ahead and like renewed my mailbox for this month. So even if it was about to expire, I wouldn't be able to get that money. And I don't think there's enough cash in my business envelope for me to pay my mailbox. So I'm happy I did that early. So Apple, which is like for all my subscription, which is Apple Music, like all that stuff, is going to get $10. And pretty much y'all, like again, that's just a buffer. Money is already in those accounts, so me just adding $10 or $15 is just to keep it in it. This $10 don't pay for nothing. It's just we're adding $10. So like pretty much now that I think about it, like in a way you can pretty much say like I'm ahead, but because everything is like split up and like digital, meaning like in my bank account, I can't really see that like I'm ahead. So I don't know, but I guess in a way you can say that I'm pretty much like ahead on my bills, and me adding money to these envelopes or to these accounts is just to, I don't know, keep it going. So I think we deducted the 10. I don't know. Clothes is not going to get anything, but we definitely need to start stuffing that because spring apparel will be here before you know it. So that's not getting anything. And then my Etsy taxes, again, capital 1, is going to get 50. Minus 50, but I can't transfer that money because you already know. So the calculator is saying $412. Let me make sure because your girl was chit-chatting. Okay, so I'm right. Yay! So $412. So how much is this? So $246.12 is what's going into my sinking funds. Okay, now last but not least, that leaves me with $412 even, and this is going to be my saving challenges. So honestly, now that I realize it, I actually didn't budget. Like, I budget for challenges that I have, but I normally would budget for like box challenges and stuff like that I would be playing. But because I really haven't had time to like sit down and play challenges and record like how I would normally do, all that money that I budget for like in the past is literally like sitting in my safe. So I'm going to take that money and do some challenges that I have set aside, the things that I didn't budget for, so it kind of sort of like works out. So my roll of dice, that is going to get $10. So minus 10. And then my monthly savings, yes, you heard me correctly. My monthly savings challenge, it is going to get $189, y'all. $189. I am doing the 5K savings challenge, and I am so excited to show you guys that challenge. So please stay. No, I'll probably show that to you guys in my cash stuffing video. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do. And I'm also doing the 100 envelope challenge. Oh yeah, your girl ain't playing no games. So that's going to get 101. And then my ABC notes. So this challenge was actually inspired by JT over at the XO Budget. That challenge is going to get $25. I made my own version and I just think it's so stinking cute. So I'm so excited to show you guys that in a minute. So minus 25, that's going to leave me with 87 buckaroos. So that is how much I'm going to have left in my bank account, because the Navy Federal gets to 10, and then the 87 is going to go to my local branch, and then however it's going to be split, it's going to go into my Capital One. So yeah, so that is correct. So let's go ahead and add up all of my challenges. So the roll of dice is going to get 10, 189 plus 101 plus 25, 325 buckaroos. Okay, so if we add everything back up, we have the $87 plus the 325 plus the 246.12 plus the 149 plus the 450 plus the 183 and then the 10. The math is math, and y'all, $1,450.12. So I'm not going to do my breakdown because I've already did that. Like I said, I did this off camera, and this is actually, and it says to mention this is the freebie. This paycheck breakdown is actually a freebie in my freebies folder, so definitely check that out if you guys are interested. Yeah, so the part that we will be cash stuffing is the wallet, which is the 149, and then my sinking funds, which will actually be 148, because my emergency savings, that's going to get transferred. Primary is going to get transferred. Apple is going to get transferred, and then my Etsy taxes is going to be transferred. So that's going to be 148 is what I'm going to be cash stuffing out of that 246.12. And then in my challenges is going to get 325. So we will be cash stuffing a total of $622. And the math is mathing. Love it when the math. It is so sexy. Love it. So that is that for this portion of the video. Okay, so we're actually going to do a mini binder, mini temporary binder setup. And these are like challenges that I'm like focusing on. So first up we have the Dino Kitty. This is one that's so stinking cute, and this is by Miss Finance. And then we have another Hello Kitty. I believe this is by Breezy Things. I don't see the name on here. And then we have this Valentine Savings Challenge, and this is from Budget with Chloe. And then we have another Valentine Challenge, and this one is by Katie. We're at the Fancy Dollar. Y'all can't see that, but this is the challenge. So stinking cute. And then it comes with an envelope. And this is actually my saving challenge. So this one is actually new. And this is my Hello times Miffy saving challenge. And this one is worth $150. And then we have this Save for challenge. So this is a beauty challenge, and this one is worth $150, and this is from Upscale Currency, and this one is $10 each. So this is perfect. So I'm going to use this for my beauty envelope. And then we have the emergency savings, and this again is from Upscale Currency. And then you guys, I finally made my Star Note tracker. So this is my Star Note tracker. I don't know if I want to sell it yet or if I'm going to list it, but pretty much like this is for me because I needed a Star Note tracker. And it's going to go in this envelope because we have a special binder now. And then you guys, this is my ABC tracker. So again, this was inspired by JT over at the XO Budget. So pretty much what you do is, so you have 1, 5, 10, 20, 50, and 100. So on each dollar bill, you're going to save the last letter on the bill. You're going to pretty much like mark off. So it's A, B, C, D, whatever. And the crazy thing is, there are no O's because O's are too similar to zeros, and they don't print Z's because Z's are pretty much like test money. So at this challenge, I will be searching for each letter, and then whatever we have left over. So like, let's say if I have like 5 ones and I'm only able to scratch, like I'm only able to save C, because I already have an A, and then all of the other $4 bills have A's. I'm just going to add those remaining dollars to my $1 savings. So hopefully that makes sense. So yeah, so I made this because she has an ABC note savings challenge. And as I was making it, I kept singing ABC, easy as 1, 2, 3. And I kept like picturing like just like a school. And I was like, you know what, let me like make it into like a kids savings challenge or like kids theme or school theme. So I just thought this was really cute and different. I'm thinking about listing it, but I don't know if people would be interested because, you know, like it's a kid. So if you are, let me know and I will list it. And then also maybe you guys can use this challenge for your kids and like back to school stuff. I don't know. So that's that. And then we have our winter savings. So this I got from Champagne over at Champagne's Corner. And I actually got this because I want to use this to save for the Disney trip in October with Alaja. And this is my cozy winter savings challenge. This is actually a freebie. It comes with cards, but I'm not doing cards. I'm really just keeping it simple. So we're just gonna roll the dice, and then it's actually 3D. So once we complete the sheet, I'll switch it out. And same for the winter box. So this is GB's winter, like 12 weeks of winter. So because 3 cards come with the winter box and 3 cards come with mine, I'm just going to pretty much like make this like a duo. So pretty much like this will be completed once I finish this, and I'm actually like 2 weeks behind. So when I do my saving challenge videos, I'm just gonna go ahead and complete this sheet. So yeah. Oh, and then I actually did my dollar saving challenges over. I just wanted a new look, and then honestly, when I did my dollar saving challenges, I actually messed up the sheet because those were like those were like test samples that I was playing around with. So they're actually a little flimsy, but when you order them, it's actually like this quality. So since I did it over, I want to use these now. So these aren't available. The old style is. So if you guys prefer the new ones, again, I'll list it, but this is just actually for me, or maybe I'll do 2 listings. Like one says old version, new version. I don't know. So yeah, I'm able to show you guys these challenges because remember how I told y'all like I'm not able to like show y'all or release any more challenges until I do what God told me to do? Well, I did it. I did it, and I'm actually still doing it, and I forgot to show these. These paper clips I got from Victoria over at Crafted by Coco. So I'm definitely going to use these for my pink challenges. And then these placeholders I want to use because I got these from Boss Woman Budgets because I think they're just so stinking pretty. But yeah, so about my saving challenge. Yeah, so the saving challenge so remember how I told y'all like God told me to learn and do something very specific. So he told me to learn it. However, I was trying to turn it into a savings challenge, and if I'm being honest, you guys, it just wasn't working out. When I tell you that like making challenges, it just comes natural to me, but with this one I was struggling. So like had a conversation, and I'm like, all right, Lord, like, what are we doing? Because you told me to learn it. And I'm trying to make it into a savings challenge, and this just isn't working out. And I heard him say that's because you're trying to make it into a savings challenge. I never told you to make it, like, to turn this into a savings challenge, Taylor. I told you to learn it. So when I heard that, I was just like, okay, well, all right. So I pretty much like took my hands off it, and I continue. I'm actually still learning it, but I'm almost done learning it. And if I'm being honest, I don't know if I can share it just yet. So yeah. Anyway, long story short, I made a saving challenge. It's going to be a freebie. It's faith-based. If you guys are interested, I will have it linked, and I will show it in my next video, which will be my cash stuffing video. So I was gonna do like a quick little binder setup, but I think this video might be too long. I don't know. So let me just do my setup, and then I'll show you guys at the end. Okay, so everything has been set up. So let's go through this really quickly. So as you guys can see in beauty, oh, I have it backwards. This is actually too big, but I don't mind because like I said, I'm making my envelopes over, so if these get messed up, then they get messed up. So yeah, so that is beauty, and this is going to be $10 each time I stuff it. And then my emergency savings, again, Taylor is backwards. So I'm going to mark all that off when I do my cash stuffing. So that's how that's going to look. And then this is going to be my pink binder, where I have like all my pink challenges. Again, this is temporary. So we have all the pink challenges, pink theme challenges. So we have Dino Kitty, Valentine, savings, and then we have Hello Kitty Valentine, and then we have my savings challenge, and then we have the I love you Hello Kitty. So that's that with a little pink paper clip. Okay, this one is empty, it's just for decoration. And this is going to be my savings challenge binder. So we have the roll of dice, pretty much like my special notes. So we have my special challenges. So we have the roll of dice, and then we have the ABCs, and then we have the star note. So I love this flap. So that's that. And then what do we have next? We have my winter binder. So this is just the winter box. So this is cozy season. And then the scratch off doesn't fit, so I have it here. So when I scratch off the amount, I'm going to add the money here. And then once we complete these two, so this weekly challenges, we're going to switch it out for these. And then last but not least, we have my dollar bills savings challenge, which is the ones, the twos, fives, etc., etc. So the star note challenge is no longer in this binder. So this is literally out with the old. So this is going in the trash and in with the new. So that is it, you guys. That is it for today's budget with me / chit chat / mini binder setup. Hopefully I didn't talk your guys off. Hopefully I didn't talk you guys' ears off too much. If so, love ya, mean it. Not sorry I talked your ear off. But yeah, I love you guys. Please don't forget to comment, like, share, and subscribe. Click the notification bell because consistency. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.